Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Set, red 83.
Welcome to the Locker Room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the Locker Room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the Locker Room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the Locker Room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the Locker Room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the Locker Room with Billy Schwein and my diverse locker room today, as we have three different age groups represented. Josh Hennig is Mr. Everything back in the studio with me today. Good morning, Josh.
Bill, 2 straight days. What are you going to do with me?
I don't know, man. Seems like old times, Josh.
Old something.
Old something. And then the youth movement. Half of the youth movement.
half of
the youth movement. Andrew, the intern, Leeds. What's going on, man?
I'm doing good. You know, normally I have somebody with me with my generation to kind of support my beliefs, but now we got 3 different generations
today
here.
We got diversity here.
Fighting for myself for the Gen Z youth.
All right, you pick your seat at the dinner table, right? All right, big weekend, and of course, yesterday we were broadcasted live. We broadcasted live at the Bayfest down in Summers Point. We had a lot of fun down there yesterday, Josh.
Bayfest was very fun. It was very cool to see a lot of random people out there.
Yeah, man.
We ran into a lot of people, Bill, that listen to the station.
Hey, you know what? Let me interrupt. I was a little overwhelmed yesterday. That the amount of people that came up, and you know what? Everyone said hello, but wanted to meet me. A couple pictures taken or whatnot. But you know what they all said, Josh? We make people laugh, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we're talking sports, but we're making people laugh.
Well, you're a fun guy, Bill.
Well, it just seemed like after a while, like when people came up, we love listening to your show. You make us laugh. It's a sports show.
Yeah, no, I get it though. I mean, because this show, it's more of like the fans' take on sports. It's like you're talking sports with your buddies.
That's
it's fun.
Right.
You're gonna laugh.
You're sitting around the water cooler, Andrew.
Exactly, and when you're around the water cooler, you're gonna crack some jokes. You're gonna be all casual. Right. It's not. We take ourselves seriously and we talk sports seriously with our takes.
I don't take myself seriously.
That's fair. The Schweiner takes himself how he wants.
Hey, how about the promo I made with my daughter? Was that funny or what?
Yeah,
that was pretty cool, wasn't it, Josh?
That was good. That was really cool. I'm telling you, Bill, she's gonna be better than you one day.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey.
she's gonna make you look like a nothing.
Hey, listen,
she's gonna be a star.
If I can inspire her to get into sports, then she already likes going to games. I mean, it was her idea for her to take me to the Sixers-Miami game in Miami. She said, Dad, the Sixers are playing. So, you know what? It's a good thing. Sports is a very positive thing for young people to get involved in. And, you said it's actually it's about life. Learning about sports about learning about life.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, definitely having those experiences of going to games with you and, going all the way to Miami just to see a Sixers game.
Well,
I mean, she's going to remember that, and that's going to be a huge part of her life, when she thinks about sports.
So, Josh, if I can inspire her to, get into sports and maybe get into the media side of it, that'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
A lot went on late yesterday. By the way, I want to thank Dave Klemick and the Klemick Performance Method. I know they're down there listening to us today, but Dave Klemick had his vertical leap machine there, and he had a long line, Josh, get people checking out their vertical leap.
Yeah, how much did you jump, Bill? 62-year-old Billy Schwein got what, 10 inches?
Can I make an excuse for myself?
You mean a side?
You can try.
Because I need knee replacement surgery. I'm going to have to go see Dr. Sean McMillan at Virtual. He's going to have to, I can't even walk. I can't even move. So, yes,
So there's, you have an excuse.
Yeah, I have an excuse. I was 10-9. What did you jump, Josh?
The most I got was 16 and a half.
Okay.
And guess what?
I can't think. It's been so long since I've done like a vertical jump. I can't.
Well,
even
Nicky
picture.
Earnshaw came out
What did he
there and
get?
he got almost 25.
Did he really?
Wow.
Oh, and I know Clemic does what, 30, 36?
I think Clemic said he gets
34?
around 30.
30?
But the whole shtick was that the guy out there with them,
Josh, his name's Josh as well.
Josh Hopsel. He gets almost 36. So
wow. That's unbelievable. I mean,
young and old alike were trying to jump yesterday. It was pretty cool.
Oh, if I could have been there, I mean, I love Bayfest. I wish I could have been there. Obviously, with the locker room, I was stuck at work working Supercross up in Philly.
Oh, really?
It was a fun time. I mean, I don't know anything about motocross and all that jazz, but the people seemed excited, so that was cool.
So we and then of course John Coyle from All Campus. He had a big selection of hats for sale. He did really well. So it was a lot of fun. We had a great show. Now next week, Josh, we're going to be broadcasting live at the Down and Derby Festival at the Cooper River Park in Camden County in Pennsauken.
That's the plan.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a lot of fun down there. The Kentucky Derby, of course, we'll be talking with Jeff Nash from FastLaneHandicapper.com. As we do each and every year, we cover all three of the bigs. Josh, we cover the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness and the Belmont.
Bill, you love horse racing way more than the average person does.
Well, I got to wait a second. I'm not crazy about it, but I like the big three. I've been to the Kentucky
I'm gonna
Derby.
say, I remember last year talked about when we had the Kentucky Derby talk on the radio. I was like, I'm gonna have to sit this one out, unfortunately. But
you know what?
It is interesting.
I hate to say it, it's a shame.
It is.
Those horses are majestic, man. To see them coming down the stretch, it's a lot of fun, and I get excited for the big three. Now, guess what, Josh? I've been to the Kentucky Derby, so it was my bucket list.
Bill, you've been to a lot of places.
That's
not
right.
surprising.
It's well-rounded. You got to be well-rounded, sports enthusiast.
If you say so, Bill.
I've been to the Fiona 500 Formula One cars. They're unbelievable. Come around the bend, you're like whiplash, right on by it.
See, I would rather go to the Brickyard 500 or the Indianapolis 500 or Daytona. I'd rather go to those than horse racing, honestly.
We should ask people today the text board question. What's in your bucket list? NFL draft? Did you see the crowd in Detroit?
It was unbelievable.
Set a record for 700,000 people in the 3-day event.
I remember hearing, night one alone had over 200,000. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, didn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, it's one big party. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of fan bases represented. There was the Eagles contingent.
I love that. Man.
There was a lot of Lions
Did
blue.
They boo this year, Josh?
What's that?
Did the Eagles contingent boo this year?
They booed the Cowboys.
Well, of course, we always do. But no, I mean, let's do that as a text board question today. What's your bucket list event? 609-403-0973. What's your bucket list event? 609-403-0973. We'll start off with the draft today. We're going to talk Phillies baseball. Ranger Suarez, unbelievable last night. Another solid 8 innings pitched.
Mr. Rager, baby. He's killing it.
If he continues like this, I'm telling you, they got a solid 4 pitchers.
For sure.
And it's all about pitching in major leagues.
Yeah, when you get to the playoffs, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not only is he pitching, but I mean, he might win a Gold Glove this year with the way he's fielding these hits.
For the Phillies today? Taijuan Walker.
It'll be interesting, man. It's been a minute.
We're going to have Tommy Greene with us every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market in Ocean City at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. We'll talk to Tommy about the Phillies week that was, and we'll get him to preview Sunday's action. But the Phillies can pull out the brooms and sweep the Padres. The Padres aren't playing that bad. I mean, they're second place in the NL West.
Yeah, pretty good NL West as well. I mean, they're one of those teams where they're definitely looking to bounce back from a disappointing season last year.
Absolutely.
I would obviously.
I'll take Soto, but they lost Soto.
They did lose Soto. I would take a sweep against any team, but especially a team that's pretty decent as the Padres are.
Well, look, a lot of it has to do with the guys are hitting again. Ever since Harper came back from his paternity leave, the offense has woken up. Bohm has been on absolute fire. The whole, Trey Turner, what was it, 16 out of 17 games. He has a hit in. So
he's batting 345.
It's the offense has come alive. I think it's a huge part of the conversation for the Phillies. Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we all do know, like you just said, Josh, in the playoffs, you're going to face a lot better pitching staffs, and as long as the Phillies have one, they're in good shape.
Well, look right now. The Padres are supposed to have a good pitching staff, and you've lit up Dylan Cease and Joe Musgrove, two of their better pitchers.
Right. So a lot of positive stuff there, but the NFL draft captivated everybody this weekend, and we're going to talk about the NFL draft. We'll talk Phillies baseball, and then, of course, today at 1 o'clock, Josh, Sixers, Knicks. It can't get any bigger. This is a must-win for the Sixers.
Oh, 100%, because if you win this game, you're back to even Stevens.
I was giving, I give our guy John Coyle from All Campus a hard time because we do a show at the Bone Saw down there at the Deptford Mall every Monday. I get on with him, and he was like, "This is a must-win." No, you can't say every game's. I mean, every game's a must-win if you
in the playoffs, for sure.
But today is a must-win.
I completely agree.
You can't go back to New York down 3-1.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, this Sixers team, I love this team, but I don't think they're equipped to go down 3-1 and come back from that type of deficit against the Knicks, especially. They got to tie up the series, make it even. Because I have full faith if, say, they win today, lose the next game, they could come back down 3-2.
That's right.
They could win in Game 7 in New York. But if they go down 3-1, I think that's all she wrote.
And if you look, Josh, I mean, they should have had Game 2 taken up in Madison Square Garden. They were up, 5 points with 30 seconds to go, and they lose it.
Look, Game 2 to me is the one that's the most frustrating. I mean, you could argue they should have won Game 1. I can work with you there. I mean, if a B was healthy, which obviously he's not, but you could argue they'd be up 3-0 right now. And I think the big part of that is because of the fact that you saw the way Game 1 and Game 2 played out. You knew they could have won both games, especially Game 2. And so now that's why Embiid came out and said, we are going to win this series, right? He said that after the Game 2 loss.
Yeah. Little Joe Namath.
Yeah. He didn't say, and again, he didn't say we can win the series. He said we will win the series.
Right. So that's shades of Joe Namath, right? Guaranteeing a win?
Pretty much. He didn't guarantee it, but I mean, basically.
All right, we got a great show lined up today. We only got 2 hours to get it all in. We got the Sixers, the draft, the Phillies. Well, we got an Eagles talk. We got it all. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. And the intern, Andrew Leeds. Josh Hennig, Mr. Everything, is back with me. The first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, Josh, you know this as well as I do. Professional boxing is back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years as Larry Goldberg and Boxing Insider Promotions present a stacked fight card that you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, see undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City, former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo, and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmaster.com right now to get your tickets to make sure you don't miss this special Boxing Insider Promotions event. That's Saturday, May 11th, inside the Tropicana Atlantic City. What I like about this card, you got a guy from Atlantic City, Josh. He's on the Beach Patrol, and he's 8-0.
Yeah, and Figueroa's an up-and-coming guy. He is only going to keep getting better and better. And I've said this yesterday. I'll say it again today, Bill. You know, one of the reasons why you want to watch events like this, when you go to events like this, because when these guys become big, when they become the best in the world, you get to say you saw them before they got there.
Saw them first. All right, we got a lot to do. Let's get it done. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers Knicks Game 4 later today on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Over to Embiid for three. It's up and good. Are you kidding me? Another three. Tom Stebbin, I was looking on like, what is going on? The Sixers are pouring in three.
It's Sixers playoff basketball on South Jersey's official home for the 76ers. 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to win a free trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win 5 days and 4 nights in the beautiful Grand Floridian Resort. This prize includes round-trip airfare and park hopper passes. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win. This prize is brought to us by Bernhardt Asset Management. In 2024, Bernhardt Asset Management is taking new clients. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win a free trip to Disney.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
With spring Black Friday deals at the Home Depot, you can give your lawn or garden beds a pop of color and protection. Right now, get a special buy on Scott's Earth Grow Mulch, 5 bags for just $10. Help your soil retain moisture longer with color that lasts up to 12 months. Shop spring Black Friday deals for a special buy on Scott's Earth Grow Mulch, 5 bags for just $10 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Color selection varies by store. Limit 60 bags per customer while supplies last.
Hey Verizon customers, want the best in-home Wi-Fi? X marks the spot. It's never been a better time to switch. Get Xfinity Gig Speed Internet price ever. Data included, so you can stream, shop, chat, game, and work on all your devices, all at the same time. Now through May 14th, new customers can get Xfinity Gig Internet for only $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add 1 line of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited. For savings more than $800 over Verizon in your first year, X marks the spot. Switch to fast, reliable Xfinity Internet and bring on the good stuff. Go to Xfinity.com today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares promotional pricing for Xfinity Gig Internet and 1 Xfinity Mobile Unlimited line versus Verizon Fios Gig Internet and 1 Welcome Plan line. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires Xfinity Gateway. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Reduced speeds up to 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds may vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Mr. Everything, Josh Hennig, and of course the intern Andrew Leeds here with me on a Sunday. Let's get into a little NFL draft. We'll tease into the NFL draft. We'll slowly bleed into some Phillies, and we'll talk to Tommy Greene at the bottom of the hour. Go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to by Blitz. Josh, overall, what grade do you give Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles on the draft?
If I had to give a grade, I'd probably give like a A- or a B+. I feel like that, the majority, like for me at least, the first 3 picks were I get them all.
Right.
Then the day 3 picks felt like they were just getting a lot of guys who could compete for jobs, basically. And so, if you want to say A-, B+, I feel like that's what I'm comfortable with. I feel like the only problem I have right now, Bill, is I already know that some of the guys who are picked will not make this team.
Of course.
So I'm kind of looking at it like I know they're going to add more bodies for the camp, right? Like to this morning, they're bringing in John Ross, the former first-round pick, for a tryout. And I know the average person, Bill, would be like, well, you just drafted Johnny Wilson. You just drafted Aeneas Smith. And you just drafted Will Shipley. Why do you need another dude? Well, competition.
Well, I was going to say, like we said yesterday, competition. I mean, they brought 2 quarterbacks in. That's only going to, by default, it'll make them better because they're going to have to, just the fact that they're going to have to compete against each other.
And also now they have 8 guys who can return kicks and punts.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they're obviously going for guys who can do multiple things. They're not just going for specialists.
All right, Andrew Leeds, what do you give them?
Josh pretty much hit exactly what I was going to say. I was thinking like the A- to like, B+ maybe range. Cause it's just, like we said, the first 3 picks, really the first 2 picks, especially I thought were A+ picks. I mean, the fact that you didn't have to move up to get Quinyon Mitchell, arguably the best cornerback in the draft. And you do have to trade up to get Cooper DeJean, but I mean, you just give up 2 day 2s and getting 2 of arguably the top 3 corners in the entire draft. I mean, that's an A+ right there. And then, Jalix Hunt, I like. He has a lot of potential, obviously, just like kind of a freak athlete. Who knows? Fangio loves him.
Right.
So, day 3 is where it's like a little bit of a mixed bag. I mean, guys like Will Shipley. I'm sure like Shipley will make the roster, but it's interesting to see how much they get playing time when you already have Saquon and Kenneth Gainwell.
Right.
So we'll see with that. And the receivers, obviously, they went heavy there. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., it's awesome from a vibes perspective.
Legacy, he's a legacy.
Yeah, love to have him come to Philly. I mean, you saw that picture of him with his dad after the NFC Championship game in 2004.
Great picture.
So honestly, A-. Maybe
I'm going to give him.
B+.
I'm going to give him a B+, and I'll tell you why. Because the pick for the effort, they didn't do anything. Like, of course, we certainly remember when the Eagles picked Donovan McNabb, there was booing and all kind of consternation. That people they weren't happy. We haven't seen that. Matter of fact, every time recently, every time we have a draft, everybody's giving Howie Roseman thumbs up.
Yeah, pretty much ever since the
Jalen thumbs up emoji.
Ever since the Jalen Reagor draft, I would say that's the last real thorn and where it was like, all right.
And you could argue that everyone messed up in that draft. I mean, the COVID year. I've heard a lot of people say that the COVID year ruined people's evaluations. There were a lot of guys who were overdrafted, underdrafted. There were a lot of guys who could have been drafted higher or lower. Like, for example, there's a lot of speculation that, if it wasn't for the COVID stuff, that a guy like,
but for them to miss on Justin Jefferson.
Well, Jefferson going for as low as he did, for example, because you look at that wide receiver draft. Right now, there were what 1, 2, 3. There were 5 receivers, 6 drafted in the first round that year.
Right.
3 of the 6 have worked out. So
CeeDee Lamb was in that one, right?
CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk.
Right.
The other 3 have been complete bustaronis.
Henry Ruggs and
Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy, who's been solid, but not
a first round pick.
Well, did they just get traded, Jeudy?
Yeah, he's in Cleveland.
Yeah, he got traded to Cleveland.
Maybe that'll give him a fresh start.
But the bottom line is, I mean, everybody is in simpatico with the moves. I haven't heard one person that said they didn't like it, and that's a good thing. But like you just said, you just illustrated 3 of the 6 top receivers went in that draft year you were talking about. So 50% of them make it.
Yeah,
first round picks. Yeah,
the first round picks.
But the point of this really is that you don't build a team just through the first round. And look at Eagles history. A lot of guys have come in the later rounds. Brian Westbrook was a 3rd round pick, right?
Jalen Hurts was a 2nd round pick.
Right. So
Sean Jackson, LaShawn McCoy.
Jason Kelsey was a late round pick. Jeremiah Lyle was a late round pick. Isaac Seumalo, a late round pick. You can go down the list of Eagles players over the years and you realize that a lot of guys were not just first rounders. Remember, they traded to get Andre Dillard.
Yeah.
Well, Dillard got supplanted by who? Jordan Mailata.
Right. So looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 6 picks, does Jeremiah Trotter make this team, Junior?
I feel like he'll make the team. You could argue partially because of the name and the name value. I mean, at least I think they'll retain him in some sort of fashion.
I think they maybe got him because of the name. I mean, he fell to the 5th round. His father was speculating that he would be in the top or the 2nd, 3rd round. He falls to number 5. he's got to get out. I think maybe because of the name recognition, they moved up a little bit to get him. Not a lot, a couple picks.
And the Eagles, their linebacker group is not particularly
Right.
that great to begin with. So I think he'll find a way onto the roster probably.
To me, the problem with Trotter Jr. is what is his position? You can say he's a linebacker, but the problem is he's much smaller than his father.
Exactly.
He doesn't have great size or speed.
But he can cover better than his father.
Marginal.
And Jeremiah Trotter was a full out run stopper, man. He was the axe man.
I'm talking about Junior.
No, I'm talking about his
marginally.
father. He wasn't a cover guy.
No, my point is that I think that's what Trotter Jr. I personally think his future is as an edge rusher in the NFL. I think that he if he puts on maybe like another 10 pounds of muscle, maybe 20 pounds of size, he could be a bona fide.
You know what I think,
edge
Josh?
rusher.
Because he comes from good pedigree, good stock, he's going to use this negative and turn it into a positive. He's going to say, I can see here what Jeremiah Sr. saying right now. Hey, you suck it up. You're on a team now. Go prove it, right? You're a late round draft pick. They don't expect anything out of you. Go get it.
But I think that if he's willing to embrace a role that he can maybe flourish, and I think that's an opportunity for him. I think that, this team obviously needs pass rushers, right?
Right.
So I think that if Trotter Jr. is willing, because remember, he had 12 sacks the last 2 seasons at Clemson. And he wasn't even playing primarily a blitz position.
Right.
So if you're not playing a blitz position primarily, but you go out there and get 12 sacks, that tells me that you have an instinct. And I think that he might be a guy that they look at as like, what's that? The NASCAR package the Eagles used to run, right? With Jim Schwartz.
Right.
The idea that you have the smaller pass rushers all going out there. Imagine if you got a lineup right now and guys work out. It's Bryce Huff, it's Jalen Carter, right? Well, what if it's Nolan Smith on the one side? And then maybe you have to kick in a guy like Josh Sweat.
Don't forget Sean Bradley. He's coming off the injured list, right? You think he might come back and do something?
I don't know if he's coming back or
You don't
not.
think he's going to come back?
The Eagles have not officially brought him back yet. So, it's he's kind of
what did he have? Did he tear his knee up or was his Achilles?
I thought it was his knee. Andrew,
His
if you
knee.
could double check that.
Yeah,
But
I'm checking it out.
I think that the problem for a guy like Bradley is that he's really only a special teams guy at this point, and it looks like if you go off of this draft, the Eagles are going for guys who do a lot of things.
It was an Achilles tear. By
Achilles,
for Sean
okay.
Bradley
tear.
last August.
Yeah.
So,
But still, I mean, like I said, he doesn't really do much aside from being a special teams guy and a backup linebacker. Whereas you look at some of the guys they drafted, Cooper DeJean can literally play every defensive back position. A guy like Jelix Hunt, he's a former safety converted into a pass rusher. The guy put on 30 pounds of muscle in college. So you're talking about guys who can do multiple things. And my concern with Bradley is that does he fit that mold?
Yeah. And also with Trotter Jr., I'd just like to add that everything I've seen from the kid and from, having a dad who was an athlete and was a grind with his organization,
right.
I think he's going to be willing to play whatever the Eagles want to play him. They want him to be an edge rusher. He's going to give it his all. He's not going to complain and be like, oh, I should be. He seems like a good kid who's going to be willing to
He grew up rooting for the Eagles. What else?
Yeah.
What else could be better? All right. Hey, and then while we were late last night, the Philadelphia Phillies, man, what a great win last night. I watched that game. Ranger Suarez was dominant. We'll talk with Tommy Greene on the other side as we do each and every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m., one free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peroni, at $4 house wines. That's EscalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. On Monday's show, we'll take a look back at the Eagles draft and Sixers Knicks game number 4. Phillies weekend out west, all that and more. That's all coming up Monday on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists, just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. All kinds of beers and thousands of wine.
Drink responsibly.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants in stock.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. Here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN.
All right, we're back broadcasting live. Tom's River Auto Group Studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, and Mr. Everything, Josh Hennig. He's double duty this weekend, Josh.
He does it all.
He does it all. He's MVP.
I'm an MVP. Wow.
That's
a promotion.
All right, the draft overshadowed a lot of stuff for us Philadelphia sports fans. But you can't overshadow Rangers Stars and what he did last night. And now it's time to talk a little Phillies baseball. We do each and every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We get a chance to go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off. There are 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good friend, former Phillies pitcher, Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tina Greene.
Yeah, good morning, Billy. How you doing, my friend?
I am just absolutely 100% surprised, pleased, and just totally excited about the Philadelphia Phillies pitching staff, especially in April, Tommy. Ranger Suarez's outing last night was nothing less than spectacular.
Well, I tell you what, I don't even want to talk about him because you don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean? It's you can. Well, you can't just talk about. Ranger obviously is the guy that's sticking out a lot. There's a lot of them that's sticking out. The starting staff is unbelievable. It's been unbelievable. They're second in baseball in ERA. Just the starters, and it's hard to believe anybody's been better. And of all, I think it's the Red Sox starting staff has been just a touch. By the number, they got a 2.11 for the year. The starters does in Boston, and we got a 2.13.
And Tommy, if you look at
that's unbelievable. I can't. That's hard to imagine. Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, if you look at the whole, I'm looking at the whole pitching staff, not just the starters.
Yeah.
The whole pitching staff, and that includes everybody.
Yeah.
3.26. That's like unheard of.
Yeah. It's that's unheard of. Well, in the threes is all right, but it would be if we were just being average in the bullpen,
right?
Because they've been beat up a little bit a few times. Because it's the tale of two sides of it. The starters are second in baseball in ERA. The relievers are last.
Okay.
30th in baseball.
Yeah, because you look at Jose. Jose Alvarado's he's 5.59, which is not characteristic of him.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about relievers. You can have one bad outing, and it takes you you got to put up some zeros for a month, right? To get it down. You got to pitch. So it's I'm looking at them right now. You start talking now. That's the big thing. You start giving up some runs, and it's tough. You know what I mean? So, to get it back down, but and it's not a really true telling of how the guy is pitching overall. He might have just had one bad outing out of 10. You know what I mean? Right. So and that's the thing. You got to kind of dive into it a little bit before you rip on them too bad just because of a number.
Yeah.
So, but there's overall there's one guy in particular I'm sort of on, and I was expecting him to make a step forward this year a little bit more is Sir Anthony.
Right.
So that's the guy it's been real disappointing to me right now. It's the first month. He could reel off the next 5 months and be awesome. So that's what we're hoping for.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. We do every Sunday throughout the baseball season as we go on the mound, sponsored by Blitz's Market. Tommy, the Philadelphia Phillies offense, some guys are hot, a lot of guys are cold, but are you worried about Nick Castellanos? Everybody's he's batting 181, and lately he's getting his hits here and there, but everybody on the team knows, when you're in the dugout and you're struggling, everybody knows it. You know what I mean? How's that like for a player that's starting to just keep with him, keep going, and eventually get out? Because he's got talent.
Yeah, it's just, baseball is not that easy, and it's got a way of humbling you. And I think it's doing a pretty good job with Nick right now. But overall, it was good to see him. You know what? The other day it was good to see him smile, and go about and seem like he was having fun a little bit. He got his first home run, and stuff like that. And the team was obviously on him pretty good, to help him. You can see it was a big, off his back type thing that he hit a ball. It's not that he struck out some, but it's not that he struck out a lot. this week. He's put balls in play stuff, but he's hit it at people. And that's part of the thing in baseball. We call it as pitchers. I just assume give 27 line drive outs to the shortstop, in a game, and I call that a hard hang with them, for the batter. So hang with him. You hit it hard as you want, as long as you make it out, I don't care, type thing. So I mean that's and as a hitter, that's all you can do is hit a baseball hard, and that's what you want to do. I don't know the numbers on his hard hit rate, that type of thing, but obviously this week I think I've been doing some numbers thing, with some other stuff I do, and looking at what he's done a little bit, and overall, I mean, he played in all the games. He had 38 Bs. He struck out 6 times. Now, when he was going real bad, he was striking out double digit like Schwarber. Schwarber's got the most Ks this week, playing all the games, in all the games, he struck out 13 times. So, I mean, that's the highest on the team. Nick's the next highest, but, he hadn't struck out but 6 times, but that's, to me, in the right direction. You put a ball in play, you got a chance to get hit. So that's the way I look at that.
Tommy, it's Josh. I wanted to ask you about when you look at, because you guys mentioned about Castellanos, he had that big catch in the game last night. For a pitcher, when you look at guys, whether it's a Castellanos or a Rojas or any of these guys, when they're struggling hitting, like even Merrifield had a great catch in left field. When you look at the guys, when you see them putting in the effort defensively, even if they're not hitting well offensively, like what does that say to you as a pitcher?
Well, I mean, this tells you, as looking at your guys, the type of teammates that you have, they don't carry their bats out on the field with them. And just because you're struggling at a bat don't mean you struggle in the field. You take pride in what you do as a baseball player. You're not just a hitter. You're a baseball player. And there's a lot of facets that go into that that you can help and be good at. So as a pitcher, you're looking at it, the guys contributing, in defense. That's basically, instead of you hitting below 200, that makes you, to me, a 300 hitter, because you're doing the other things, the saving runs, and the offense doesn't have to do as much to win, to score more runs than the other team, and that's the bottom line. You score more runs than the other team, you win, and that's what you want to do is win baseball games.
Hey, good morning, Tommy. So obviously today we're looking to see the return of Taijuan Walker. It's been a minute since we've gotten to see him on the mound, and I just want to see, what are your expectations to see him? Obviously, it's been a while since he's gotten to be out there. He had some injuries off and on during spring training. He had some personal reasons he was out and missed some time for. So what are you looking to see from him
if you don't
today?
mind, and if you don't mind me adding on to that,
of course.
How much pressure does he feel, like knowing that Spencer Turnbull's been pitching really well?
Mm-hmm.
Is like how hard is that to know that like you got to go out and you got to perform?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously it's a little bit different. I know the way I look at it, it's a little bit different if you start diving into like Billy, like your question and stuff. I don't think he puts too much pressure on himself too much because, he's getting paid a lot of money. You don't have to worry about, like back in the day when we were fighting for jobs, you needed to pitch well, to maintain your spot in the rotation type thing. He's going to pitch because he has, because they're paying him to pitch right now. He's going to get an opportunity, but if he struggles, that could cost him. That can make them weigh, what to do with him. You know what I mean? A little bit heavier because he's still owed how many more years on his contract?
So Tommy,
so
Tommy, what you're saying is because he has such a big contract now, he's making so much money that he doesn't he doesn't necessarily feel the pressures as like you did back in the day when you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's not as heavy. You take pride in yourself as a baseball player. I don't know the guy, so it's hard for me to put words in yourself. I can just say, hey, I knew I took pride in what I did. It's about going out there and being the best baseball player you can be, and I'm hoping that's the way it is. But for everybody, it's just going to be a wait and see game with him. I'm hoping that he starts off and hopefully the starts down in the minor leagues, he was able to get going and get his command going like he needed to be. Said he comes up here and he's not struggling with command, that type of thing, and then it's all about, staying out of the middle of the plate, and that's going to be, a wait and see game, because they do have the guy. I hate to see Turboff. I hope they keep him going, because he's in a good groove right now. He's got a lot of confidence going. I don't want him to see him waste that mojo. You know what I mean? Mojo going right now. And you do have those times where you have that. I mean, the whole pitch starting staff's had pretty much a great month.
So maybe he can continue it.
So.
Hey, Tommy, the Philadelphia Phillies are 18-10 for April. That's not too bad. I mean, we've gone all the years past. I mean, we've always been, remember, I've been getting too emotional. You're telling me settle down. It's only April. I mean, the key this year, what did everybody say? The Phillies got to get off to a good start and keep the pace with the Braves, and they have.
Well, I mean, that's why, because the Braves are tough, man. They do what they've been doing, what they do, so, and what's so amazing about them is their pitching. It's just if somebody goes down or whatever, they tend to bring. I mean, they got somebody in the wings in the minor leagues that comes up and does the job. Guys that come up and do the job and keep them in game. And obviously, we know about their offense. They can score, so that helps. If you get solid pitching and stuff, that helps. We've always talked about it. Pitching and defense are huge. If you're solid, see, we're getting that. It's kept us. You win. It's just like winning. You go into a series. If you can split like we did in Cincinnati. Because we didn't really play that well.
That's not the split
overall. That was a good. That was for me a W for the series. But if you can win the series, you want to win the series. You're a leg up. You're not going to win every game.
Right.
So. If you win the series, that makes you feel pretty good. And over the course of time, you win the series, you win 2 out of 3, it adds up. You're going to be above 500 a big time, and it's the same way for the month. You win the month by a few games. You look, there's 6 months. You end up 12, 15 games at least above 500 if you win every month by 2 or 3 games, But if we're 8-10, we're up by 8 right now. We would possibly be more. 8 times. You end up being 40-some games above 500.
And the month is over on Tuesday, so let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Tommy Greene, I'm excited about the Phillies. I think the month of April's been a success, and we look to keep it going. Tommy, as always, we really appreciate having you on with your insight, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
You got it, man.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. On the Mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene is sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury in Ocean City. Go down there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about there's professional boxing is back, and it returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years as Larry Goldberg and Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card that you do not want to miss on Saturday, May 11th. See undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa right here from Atlantic City. Former Golden Gloves from New Jersey winner, the champion John Leonardo, and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmaster.com to get your tickets now to make sure you do not miss the special Boxing Insider Promotions event on Saturday, May 11th, inside the Tropicana. Just about everybody in our areas heard the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and sees it fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, and Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Adam Schefter. He joins us each and every week. I had somebody yesterday text me, Mike Trout, hey, could the Eagles trade for Micah Parsons? Mike, go back to playing baseball. No, that's not happening. Come on, let's stop that. But the Cowboys are not trading Micah Parsons. Come on. Did you say that Mike Trout texted you that?
Every day, football question. Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it.
Tom Jackson and Sons are electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife Eileen and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrients? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, attic, and your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
It's time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. There's no better time than right now at the Home Depot, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save up to 15% on select special order carpet styles you love from brands you trust. And installation is included on qualifying purchases. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid April 11th through April 28th, 2024. Receive up to 15% off select special order carpet purchases. Minimum purchase required. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
You're listening to The Locker Room. Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back at the Tom River Auto Studio right here in Brooklyn. Billy Schwein. The intern Andrew Leeds. Just for everything Josh Hennig, as we're diverse here in this locker room with age. We got the real youth movement, the middle-aged guy, the old man here.
It's probably middle-aged. Middle-aged. Jeez.
Are you a middle-aged guy?
What is middle-aged?
Yeah, what are we defining?
I think middle-aged now is anywhere from 40 to 60. 40 to 60. 40.
Was it 40 to 60? Or there's two different.
Yeah,
40 to 65 is middle-aged.
It's pretty big range.
I feel like Billy's just trying to get himself.
I know,
in the
he's trying to
middle
make
age.
sure
he's trying to pigeonhole himself in the middle age there.
He's like, I think it's to 62 actually.
Tommy Greene made a couple good points, but funny because last week we were talking about being superstitious, and we've talked about this with him before. And then he said he's afraid of like talking about it because you don't want to jinx anybody.
Yeah.
Because that's how good things are going with the starting five.
Yeah, especially with Ranger in particular, he was talking about. Because, yeah, I mean, we saw it last week with how the Phillies had multiple no-hitter watches. It seemed like as soon as NBC Sports put it up on the screen, the no-hitter was blown. It's like, obviously, it's like, I don't know. It's not real, right? But it's also like, it's unbelievable how it happens.
And of course, even the Ranger gave up that home run last night. I mean, he had pitched, 33 scoreless?
32
scoreless innings?
Yeah, it was like 32 and a third or something like that. 32 2/3,
exact.
but you just round up at 32. Listen, he's only one of a handful of Phillies who have ever done that.
That's amazing.
So, I mean,
Steve Carlton's one, right?
Steve Carlton's one. Robin Roberts is one. I know Larry Anderson apparently did it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had over 30 innings. Cliff Lee did it twice.
Yeah, Cliff Lee did
So, I mean, Rangers on a very exclusive list right now, and it's amazing that this guy, what he's been able to do now that he's actually healthy and fully inserted into the starting rotation instead of before it was kind of like in and out of the rotation.
Yeah. By the way, I have the list of guys who have had a 30-inning scoreless streak. It goes Suarez now. Right. Cliff Lee did it twice. Grover Cleveland Alexander did it twice. Steve Carlton, Robin Roberts, Ken Henselman, and Larry Anderson.
So I remembered most of that list. Not a bad job.
Yeah, it ended at 32.2 innings.
Let's give out the text board, 609-403-0973. Give us a bucket list event that you would like to see. 609-403-0973 bucket list. And if you want to chime in with Phillies or Sixers talk, because on the other side, we're going to really get into the Sixers because they play the New York Knicks at the Wells Fargo Center. Tip-off's at what, 105, Josh?
Roughly. I mean,
they say 105.
These television broadcasts, they tip it whenever they feel like it.
The other night, the Sixers were supposed to start at
7:30.
I don't think the game started until like 8.
Well, to be fair, they had an award presentation for Tyrese Maxey, so that delayed it 12 minutes, but probably could have done that.
But these television networks, we know how it is. They start whenever they feel like starting.
And one real quick note: I hate the Boston Bruins, but they just keep winning. But I want the Leafs in that series. That's a good series.
I mean, that's completely out of nowhere.
No, I know.
Well, I had to throw that in. I
wanted to throw it in. I hate the Bruins, but the hockey's been very entertaining, Josh. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it.
I mean, the main series I'm dialed into is Vegas-Dallas. I mean, I think that's an amazing matchup. Two teams with a lot of talent on the ice.
I haven't been able to watch many of the games, but I've been keeping up with how they're going, and it's been an interesting playoffs. I'll probably lock in after this round moves on. I'll really lock in and watch the games.
All right, hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2's ahead of us. Plenty of Sixers talk. A little Phillies in there, but stay with us because we're having a lot of fun. It's a Sunday morning in the locker with Billy Schwein, Andrew Leeds, and Mr. Everything Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers Knicks Game 4 later today on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Over to Embiid for 3. It's up and good. Are you kidding me? Another 3. Tom Thibodeau was looking on like, what is going on? The Sixers are pouring in 3.
It's Sixers playoff basketball on South Jersey's official home for the 76ers. 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Kias 2 for $222 all month long until they're gone. Get 2 new Kias for $222, but only while supplies last. Get a brand new 2024 Kia Forte LXS for just $111 per month lease with 0 security deposits and just $39.95 due at signing. With a price like that, why not get 2 for $222? That's a brand new Kia Forte for $111 per month, or drive home 2 for $222. Even get 0% APR for 48 months or $7,500 cash back on any new 2024 Kia EV9. Plus, if you have a job clearing $450 per week, we want to get you approved today.
It's gotta be a Matt Black Kia.
With approved credit, APR, or cash back on 2024 EV9. Not all will qualify. Credit may affect down payments. Offers can't be combined. Go to mattblackkianj.com for complete details or 888-505-6670. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer except for licensing, registration, and taxes through KMF. 24 months, $111 per month, 10,000 miles per year. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Expires 5/4/24. Matt Black Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike. Egg Harbor Township. And on Route 37 in Toms River.
You're going to feel a puff of air.
Jong's Optometry has set their sights on staffing up.
Try the next line. Hey, Kim, can you tell our 2 o'clock we're running 15 behind? Sorry, we're a bit backed up today.
He needs an optometric technician to keep an eye on it all.
Where are the dilation drops?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text TAP to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text TAP to 321321. That's TAP to 321321.
Have you ever lifted a piece of furniture only to discover the carpet underneath looks brand new while the rest of it looks, well, not brand new? That's when you realize you need new carpet. At the Home Depot, we have a wide selection of all the top brands. Best of all, installation is included. So all you need to do is choose something that matches your style. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Installation included qualifying purchases. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They got him again!
Sixers.
Bang! It's good! Ball game!
And Flyers.
Tipped in front of the net!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Andrew Leeds, the intern, Mr. Everything, Josh Hennig, as we have a diverse crowd in here in the locker room, a diverse age group. I just got a text message from a friend of mine. Josh, he started laughing because he said 40 to 65. Aren't you stretching a little bit for middle age?
That's what we were saying. See?
Yeah, it's almost like somebody fits. It's funny because you said 40 to 60, and then you real quick switched to 65. You're like, wait, no, 65.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Want to send out a birthday wish to Dominic Mariani from Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. Of course, Dom donates tickets to the show to give our listeners every once in a while. We thank Dominic for that, and we know he's he's a two-time Hall of Famer. He went in as All South Jersey football player from Collingswood, and now he's in with the team, the 1978 Colonial Conference champs, and we lost the state champion, well, the South Jersey championship to Deptford, and we got put in. That's pretty cool. So happy birthday to Dominic Mariani. Josh, the the Bayfest yesterday. Dave Klemick and the Klemick Performance Method. We want to thank them for having us down there. But that was pretty cool to have you get your vertical leap tested and then see how high you can jump. It's like the NFL Combine.
Yeah, and that's why I thought it was perfect that we were doing it yesterday because, guys like me and Nick Earnshaw were tracking the draft while people were jumping like they were trying to audition for the draft.
And, of course, next Saturday, we'll be down at the Down and Derby Festival, the Down and Derby Wine Festival in Camden County. Would be the Cooper River Park. Of course, that's the Kentucky Derby, May 4th. If you have a bucket list, if you something on your bucket list, tell us what your bucket list event is. 609-403-0973 is the text board. What is your bucket list event? What is your bucket list?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a really fun question. For me, it's tough. I mean, the Super Bowl is cool, but I honestly feel like I've been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been to a Super Bowl. I've been to Kentucky Derby. Been to the Final Four. I've been to a baseball All-Star game. I've been to Stanley Cup.
Yeah, no, you've pretty much been to it all. The Super Bowl is one where it's kind of interesting, but I also feel like the energy always at a Super Bowl is a little off sometimes, just because it's a lot of people. It's like not the true fans. Sometimes it's like a lot of people who pay a lot of money to get those seats. It's like celebrities. So honestly, for me, I'd probably say specifically, obviously, a hometown Phillies, like a World Series game, probably, I think would be my thing. Because I went to a wild card game last year against the Marlins, game 2, and they won the wild card series. And I've never been in an energy like that for a sports game. Like a Phillies player, and that was the wild card round.
Right,
so
right.
being there for a World Series, obviously a clinching game would be
I've been to
unreal,
Stanley
but-
Cup Finals. I've been to the Fiona 500 Kentucky Derby. So, Josh, what is on your bucket list?
I mean, I would love to go to
how about the Masters?
A big college football rivalry game, like the Iron Bowl with
Yeah,
Alabama,
okay.
Auburn, or maybe Red River Shootout with
Yeah, the
Texas,
Red River.
Oklahoma. I would love to go to one of those kind of rivalry games.
Like Michigan State maybe could be fun.
Michigan, Notre Dame.
Michigan, Ohio State.
Ohio State, Penn State, Ohio State. All right, 609-403-0973. We got the Sixers today at 4:05 or 4:10, right? Or no,
that's the Phillies. The Phillies.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
Sixers
confusing
at
your
1.
teams.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
confused. Sixers at 1 o'clock. We need a win today. This is a must-win game, Josh.
You win this game, you're back to even Stevens. And that's the key. You got down 0-2. Now you get to even up the series. Now it's anybody's series. This is about playing chess, not checkers here.
All right, so Josh, yesterday on the show, I said that I don't have any disdain for the Nova Knicks. How about, let's get the youth movement in here. What is your opinion? When you see Dante DiVincenzo, when you see Josh Hart, when you see Brunson, the Nova Knicks, do they get under your skin? I don't have any hatred. I haven't been able to build up hatred for them.
For me personally, no. I'll say I haven't. I mean, I'm not a huge college sports guy as much as you and Josh I know are. I follow college sports. I'm not a crazy college sports fanatic. I do obviously remember them winning those national championships with Nova and it was a cool time. I was 15, 16.
Right.
I don't personally, I will say though, I feel like my generation, some of my friends, I've seen online, on Twitter, a lot of people do seem to really get annoyed and angry when they talk about the Villanova tie, because a lot of people, that's already an argument whether Villanova should be considered a Philly school.
Well, it is a Philly school.
That's the big debate I've seen. It's
Josh, isn't
saying
it a Philly
Villanova's
school? It's
not
a
a Philly school.
school.
I mean, people have always debated that because they're on the main line. They're not part of inner city like Temple is.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it because again, I'm not as invested into the college scene.
Right.
But a lot of my friends,
I
they
don't
went
think
to
it's really a
Temple.
college scene thing, Andrew. I think it's more of there's a lot of people. Philadelphia is one of those towns where it's there's always a delineation. Are you from South Philly? You from North Philly? You from the suburbs? You a Delco guy? You a mainland guy? So when the fact that Villanova is on the main line and it's not part of the heart of Philadelphia, there's always been this attitude about are they really Philly or not?
I know there's that argument with Penn State even to a degree where it's okay, are they a Philly college? Because it's
right,
they're not
they're
in
more,
Philly.
they're the state college. They got to cover the whole state, but they're for Philadelphia, I would argue the most Philly of the Philly schools is Temple.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. All my friends.
They're in the city. All right, but so my point being is that I haven't been able to work up a hatred for the Knicks, for the Nova Knicks. But you look at like when Dante DiVincenzo, he was the third. He was the third best 3-point shooter. He made
in the league.
Third most made.
Yeah, at least when it comes to making volume.
Which is a surprising stat for me. I didn't think he was that accurate. But when he hits 3 points in this series, it gets under my skin. And of course, the last one the game 2, the one that he hit.
I was gonna say this team's gotten under my skin a lot, but not because of the Villanova factor. I mean, that's really like a non-issue for me, whatever. But like,
well, what I'm saying is I can't build up my hatred. Like I like to get a good lather up for the team that we're playing, a good hatred for them. Like the Celtics is easy.
So you saying the Villanova factor is preventing you, like because they went to Nova? It's like a.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to beat the Knicks. I can't stand the New York Knicks fans, especially after burning Joel Embiid's jersey and actually say we want Boston. They even
that's the thing. They moved it forward 2 rounds after one win.
Did that, Andrew?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, if anybody tried to do that at a Sixers game after one playoff win, they'd probably get laughed at and like screamed at, harassed at. Like, because what are you doing, moving 2 series ahead after one win? I mean, I've seen plenty of Knicks fans saying Knicks in 4 after one win.
After one win.
And you could argue game 2 should have gone to the Sixers either way, regardless of what happened. I mean, definitely could have been. Sixers could be up 2-1, as Josh mentioned. They could even be up 3-0.
Well, here's the thing in a nutshell. As a team, the Knicks are shooting 40%, 40.8% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, it's been frustrating.
I mean, they're like, you got guys like Hart. He's 52% from 3-point. That's not going to continue.
I mean, we've been saying that since game 1, though, and I mean, it hasn't slowed down yet. I mean, hopefully, yeah.
And I looked at the stats. Point. Josh said this can be deceiving, but Miles McBride, he's at 50% from the 3 line. That's because he had the first 2 games he was lights out. But,
right, the first game he was just nailing everything left and right. But since then, he has cooled down.
Yeah, he was pretty much a non-factor in game 3. Especially
in today's Inquirer, I just thought this was pretty funny. Actually, it's not funny because in today's Inquirer they have a list of all Joel Embiid's injury-plagued career, and it's like an encyclopedia. I mean, he's got so many major injuries.
I mean,
this guy's playing on one leg. Andrew, can he continue? I mean, he had a Herculean game.
Yeah, 50 points is unbelievable.
Less than 20 shots.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, it's not even just the knee. He has Bell's palsy in his face right now. Like, how do you even explain that? Like, is that the point where is Joel Embiid just the unluckiest player in basketball history?
So, Josh, let me ask you this question. Mm-hmm. People criticize Joel Embiid because he's not a champion. He can't fight through adversity, or he's not a winner. I can't say that right now. He's playing through. If you look at the list of all the injuries he's had, if you look at how much the team misses him when he's not on the floor, and if you look at how much pain he's been playing with and through, you can't talk bad about Joel Embiid anymore. He's convinced me that he's in it to win it.
So there's 2 separate issues there. Number one, there's always been a contingent of people that hate on Joel, and I don't understand those people. I've never understood this idea that like, oh, Joel Embiid, I can't stand him. You can't win with a big man, or whatever the narratives you'll have out there. I just feel like there are some people who just hate Embiid no matter what he does, which I think is ridiculous. The other side is you're right. There's been a fake narrative about him, about how he can't win and about how he's not tough enough. The problem for Joel Embiid is that one man can't win by himself, guys. We as a society have put this ridiculous burden on professional athletes as individuals, forgetting it's a team sport. It took Michael Jordan and LeBron James over 8 seasons to finally win an NBA championship. Right. Those 2 are the best players of all time, right? Like, you need other guys to step up, and whether that's the team doing a better job building around the star, whether that is other players doing their job. I think that's part of the problem with the Sixers right now. Bill, the first 2 games, they got barely any support from the supporting cast.
Exactly.
In New York. Yeah, in the game 3, they got way more help. You need the supporting cast to do their job.
They had 6 points off the bench in game 1, I believe.
I think they had in games 1 and game 2 was a combined 11 points off the bench. In game 3, Cameron Payne had 12 by himself.
And let me ask you, this one guy, man, I'm telling you, We talked about it yesterday, Josh, but Tobias Harris, are you kidding me? I mean, he you know what he's averaging? He's averaging like 7 points.
I don't care what he's averaging. I know what my eyes tell me. My eyes tell me
8 points a game, Josh.
He's playing sluggish. He's playing indifferent. He has no passion for the game right now. And someone needs to either take him out in the back alley and beat him up.
Take him out behind a woodshed.
Or someone needs to lock him in a room with a shrink for 2 hours because something's wrong with him. I don't know what is going on with his head.
This might be the worst stretch of his whole time with the Sixers. This might be the worst stretch of games from a performance, from an energy, from a dedication, everything. Like it's just he's been unbelievable.
You know what, Andrew? The Sixers better thank their lucky stars, and I'm going to give Daryl Morey credit picking up Kelly Oubre right before the season started. What, a month before the season started?
Yeah,
that's turned out to be a pretty good find
for the vet minimum, nonetheless.
Right, for the vet minimum for a 1-year contract.
In games 1 and 2, he didn't really perform to the level that we have come to expect from him.
Well, you have to give him credit though. He did play very good defense on Brunson.
Yes. He did play good defense.
I think that
he's playing great defense on Brunson.
But you need the offense too.
Exactly.
And I think that him getting the 15 points he did in game 3 was a huge part of their success because in that moment, in that game, you needed a third guy. Look, it's great that Embiid scored 50, but how many? Do you know Joel Embiid for his career, for this season? Okay, he has scored all the times he has scored 30 or more points. They haven't won all those games. Okay,
they haven't won them.
They haven't won.
Right.
There were 8 games this year where he scored 30 or more points. They lost. So obviously Embiid can go out there and have these monster 40, 50 point, 35.
Yeah, but you know where he won that in the third quarter. I mean, the guy in the third quarter, Joel Embiid has scored 18 points, 7 of 8 shooting from the field, including 4 for 4 from the 3-point line.
That was on
that third quarter was like that. I mean,
yeah, and I was
34 points.
I remember in January, before leading up to Embiid getting hurt. I mean, there was it was like a 20-game streak where the Sixers, even with that included his 70-point game, there was not one game where the Sixers won by more than double-digit points.
Right. It's amazing.
It's insane that he has
we
to
need to win.
so
we need to
much.
win today. It's a must-win if there ever was one. But I want to tell you about professional boxing. It's back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years, Josh, as Larry Goldberg and the Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card that you do not want to miss. Saturday, May 11th, see undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City and former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo, and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmasters.com right now to get your tickets and make sure you don't miss the Boxing Insider Promotion event, May 11th in the Tropicana. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Tell them we said hello. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. On Monday's show, we'll take a look back at the Eagles draft and Sixers Knicks game number 4. Phillies weekend out west, all that and more. That's all coming up Monday on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
How would you like to win a free trip to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida? Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win 5 days and 4 nights in the beautiful Grand Floridian Resort. This prize includes round-trip airfare and park hopper passes. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win. This prize is brought to us by Bernhardt Asset Management. In 2024, Bernhardt Asset Management is taking new clients. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win a free trip to Disney.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
For a free home inspection, call 609-525-0111. Ask for Rob McNair or Stephen Weinstein. Financing available. They'll check your crawl space, basement, and again your living space with a free estimate. Don't let mold ruin your home and do damage to wood or cause illness to your family. Call Realty Remediation, 609-525-0111 today.
Black mold, white mold, what you gonna do? Realty Remediation's here for you.
Oh, honey, it's our favorite leaf filter trusted pro, Matt. Matt, come in, come in.
Hi, Mrs. Sparks. You wanted me to stop by? Is everything okay with your leaf filter gutter protection system?
Okay, of course, silly. We wanted you to stop by for dinner as our way of thanking you.
Yes, to thank you for that free gutter inspection, the free estimate, and what was the other thing?
That lifetime guarantee.
Well, Mr. Leaf Filter's policies. Everyone who calls Leaf Filter gets a trusted pro to come out for a free gutter inspection and estimate. And every Leaf Filter installation comes with a lifetime guarantee.
So it's not just us?
No, sir. We don't want anyone to worry about clogged gutters ever again.
You mean everyone gets this level of service?
Everyone. They just need to visit leaffilter.com/sound to schedule their free inspection.
Okay, but you must be starving. You work so hard.
Ready to love your gutter protection as much as we do? Visit leaffilter.com/sound and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at PJ Bucket Seafood in Ventnor and Ocean City for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, my diverse locker room crew today. The youngster, Andrew Leeds, Intern. The middle-aged guy, Josh Hennig, and your old man, Billy Schwein here. Josh, did the Sixers come out today and get off to a hot start? And can the Sixers win without Embiid dropping 50?
Oh, they can win without him dropping 50. Sure. The other guy's got to step up. I throw Tobias Harris out of the conversation altogether. I mean, I need Oubre to give me another 15. I need Lowry to hit a couple more threes. I need Buddy Hield to.
Buddy Hield, there's another guy that's been non-existent.
Yeah. Cam Payne can't be the only guy coming off the bench hitting threes at this point. And by the way, I want to see some KJ Martin. We haven't seen him at all this series. I say take about 8 to 10 minutes away from Tobias Harris and give it to KJ Martin. Get a little energy on the floor.
Even Ricky Council IV, I know he's young and it might be kind of crazy to throw him out there, but he brings that energy and that aggressiveness that I would love to see from the Sixers team right now to match that energy that the Knicks are bringing.
By the way, Batum, I mean, he had that really good game in the play-in game against the Heat. Hasn't really done much since then.
No, he's good. He's provided good defense. He's given
defense.
effort, but yeah, I mean, he's been only hit 1 or 2 threes a night, if that.
Right.
I mean, again, I said last week, I mean, he's already given me the performance from him that I needed this playoff run with that play-in performance. He can. Yeah, I would like to see him do more.
Need a little bit more.
I would like to see him do more.
I noticed that, and we talked about. I brought this up yesterday, Josh. I don't know how much it bothers you, but it sure does bother me when Tobias Harris misses a dunk or when his fingertips are like an inch from the rim and he still misses. Like how does that? I'm
telling you, it's mental. It's
how does
mental.
That happen?
There's something mentally wrong with him.
Yeah, it's inexplicable from just being somebody from the outside looking in. I mean, he's played bad. He's had his bad stretches before, but again, he's never been this seemingly just he always
Listen,
gave effort.
I don't know about you guys, but when I played sports and we made a mistake like that, we were running laps, we were doing suicides. We got punished for everything. Like we used to. I remember when I played basketball. Now, mind you, I was not a great basketball player. Okay,
Right.
I was a guy coming off the bench. All right, so let's be realistic. But still,
Bench warmer.
Yeah, we would do drills where we would do full court drills. If you missed a layup, you had to do 10 push-ups. If you missed 2 layups, you had to do 20 push-ups. If you missed 3 layups, you had to run 3 laps.
Well, here's one thing.
So it's like, how did Tobias Harris get to this point in life, not knowing, have almost like that PTSD about missing layups?
Well, here's what he's realizing. He's getting benched in the last 3 minutes of games. Last 3 minutes
Should be more than
last
that.
3-4 minutes of games. His rear end's been pulled out of the game.
As he should. I mean, again, if you're not going to provide, again, you could be shooting poorly, you could be having whatever type of night, but you got to give effort. You got to show that you want to win. And I have not seen a single second of him this playoff run of him being that source of energy that we need. And that's something that he's done in the past, where even when he struggled, he's at least given effort. But it seems like this year is just like he's just completely lost it.
It's just this Hartenstein. I mean, can he can't obviously cover Joel Embiid. And so if he
can get all the rebounds though, apparently.
But he get the offensive rebounding's been a problem. I mean, the Knicks we're allowing the Knicks more offensive rebounds than normal. We can't keep continuing to do that.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously Mitchell Robinson.
That's why I'm
now
saying
being out is going to be a huge deal with that. But Hartenstein still has been on his own record getting a lot.
That's a good point. With Mitchell Robinson being out, I think that might wear down Hartenstein because to play more minutes. So maybe that could hopefully play in the Sixers' favor. By the way, the Knicks have lost 4 straight postseason road games, Billy.
I did not know that, Josh. Good, they're going to lose 5 today.
You look at some of the text
all right,
board?
we 609-403-0973 is the text board. Our question: what is on your bucket list? Guess what? On my bucket list is go to Game 7 of the Sixers in the NBA championship game.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I would hope it wouldn't have to go to a Game 7. I'd love for the Sixers to
Can
get
you
a
imagine
sweep,
Game
but that
7
would
at
be,
home and
it
in
would be
Wells Fargo
unreal.
Center?
Yeah, I'd have to be cool.
First time since 1983 they have an opportunity to win the championship again.
That would be unbelievable.
609-403-0973.
So Dan from EHC has 2 different questions, Bill. Okay. He has one. He says, does this Phillies team compare at all to the 93 team that Tommy played for?
Wow. You know what? Because I've said this numerous times. That 93 team, for me, was the most fun I've had watching a Phillies team, and the one team that I really enjoyed their antics. I loved their lineup from top to bottom. The manager, Ferragosi. I mean, the whole thing was just fun. The 2008 team was great. I love Jimmy Rollins. I love Chase Utley, Victorino, Howard. Their pitching staff was good, but it didn't identify as much with the city. Maybe Chase Utley did and Jimmy Rollins did.
Right. They weren't as gritty and also like
everybody loved Lidge.
Everybody loved Lidge. I mean, it's a great team. Don't get me wrong. This team, I don't know.
They got more little personality.
Right? Yeah, they do have
For
more
sure.
personality. But I can't. No, I think 93 is still my favorite team, Josh.
The other thing Danny HD wants to know, he says, if the Sixers get 50 from Joel and 30 from Maxey, can we really trust the supporting cast to not suck?
We're going to have to.
That's the main thing.
You're going to have to. I mean, you're going to have to get look, Oubre, what do you get? Hit 15 points last game?
15, yeah.
I'd like to see Oubre maybe continue to play stellar defense against Brunson and drop 17 to 20 points. How about that? That would be sufficient, wouldn't it, Josh?
Yeah.
If you get your third star in the lineup, go ahead, Josh.
Another text coming in at 609-403-0973. Anonymous didn't leave their name, but they said this may be not an ideal bucket list item, but I would like to go back in time and put myself in Franklin Field among all the fans and just watch the Eagles game from back in the day.
In their Kelly green helmets and everything.
Franklin Field he wants to go to.
I've been to Franklin Field. I watched 2 or 3 or 4 games in Franklin Field. I saw the Eagles play the Cowboys with Roger Staubach and Lance Rentzel, their wide receiver. I saw John Brody and the 49ers there. I saw who just passed away, Roman Gabriel, and the Rams come to town. I saw at Franklin Field with the Rams had their white and blue unis, Josh.
Now you're just bragging.
609-403-0973.
Steve from KMA Courthouse chimes in, says, good morning, locker room crew. I got my Harper jersey yesterday. Thanks,
Oh,
Billy.
great, Steve.
He
Congratulations.
He says, it's beautiful. He says, now, the real reason why I'm texting in, he says, the reason why people don't want to say Villanova is a Philly school is because people blame Villanova for breaking up the Big Five, and people resent them for it. Go Birds, Steve from KMA Courthouse.
Good point. Good point, Josh.
Sure.
Is it fair to blame Villanova for the breakup?
Well, they're the ones that left first, right?
They did, but
yeah, Steve's got a point. It was their fault, but I don't think that's the reason why people don't identify with them as a Philly team.
I mean, I would say that, there could have been measures made to keep them. You know what I mean? They didn't have to leave necessarily. They left because of obviously logistical and financial reasons. I always felt like, one of the problems, again, my perspective, this is pure opinion, not me being objective. My personal opinion has always been that not all the schools in the Big Five always put in the same amount of effort in general. I didn't always I heard Coach Dunphy talk about this.
Right.
Bro. He talked about how, he always felt like guys like him and John Chaney put in way more effort into the Big Five continuity than some other people did. So
it's unfortunate. 609-403-0973 is the text board.
We got also Jeff from Summers Point says, I think the Sixers win 115-93 and B drops 45. Tobias Harris finally plays better. I think Tobias puts up 17. Okay. He says, go the Sixers. And he says, P.S. It was nice meeting you, Josh, yesterday. Yes, I ran into Jeff from Summers Point yesterday. He says, Bud Lights and Fireballs forever.
I got to tell you, we're going to need. I think Maxey has a big game tonight. I think for some reason I feel he's going to have a huge monster game today. Tyrese Maxey, but you're going to have at least to get 30, 35 out of Embiid minimum.
Oh, for
and
sure.
if obviously he's not going to be able. Can he duplicate going back to back with the performance he had on Thursday night?
Well, he did have 2 days off, so
that is true. I think it's possible, obviously, but I mean,
remember he's playing on one leg.
I would say
with half a face.
It's fair to expect like a good 32.
He's like a science project. I hate saying it that way.
Oh my
gosh.
True. Yeah, I think you could expect, another dominant like 32, 35 point game, but I think he could replicate, maybe drop 40.
All right, Josh, got another text?
Yeah, we got Croce chiming in at 609-403-0973. Croce says, no Buddy Hield, keep campaign in, and we will win. Buddy has been absolutely worthless. That's from Croce.
Wow, how about that?
I mean, it's hard to argue the Buddy Hield point.
Yeah, I don't get it. Everybody we want Buddy Hield. Who is Buddy Hield? And who's the other guy? Everybody kept wanting.
They were wearing Buddy Hield for a long time.
Buddy Hield, and
that was like years worth.
And finally we get Buddy Hield. Nothing.
I think it's just too late. Ultimately.
You got him too late, Andrew. Is that what you're saying?
I think I mean, like 2 years ago we got Buddy Hield. Maybe
he's a little past the expiration
I'll come
date.
up with the other guy everybody wanted. All right, hey, professional boxing is back and returns to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years, as Larry Goldberg and Boxing Insider Promotions presents a stacked fight card that you do not want to miss. Saturday, May 11th, see undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa right here from Atlantic City, and former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo, and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmasters.com right now to get your tickets to make sure you do not miss this special Boxing Insider Promotions event. Saturday at the Tropicana in Atlantic City. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Go down there and tell them we said hello. Say hi to Jason for us. All right, I want to tell you about Las Galas. I'll tell you what, I'm in the mood for some Las Galas, to be honest with you. Sunday, get a nice Sunday dinner down there. They opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian and American seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at Las Galas. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peroni, and $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, Mr. Anything, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio. It's an interleague showdown at Fenway Park.
Way back there. Gone. Bellinger's done it again.
Cody Bellinger leads the Chicago Cubs into Boston, where they'll face Rafael Devers and the Red Sox.
Pitch is hit very well by Devers. Back. Gone!
Listen to Sunday Night Baseball all season on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 6 p.m.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again and again. Calling again and again.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife Eileen and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrients? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and death together.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Plus, get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. BetParks.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Parks.
This is how you roll. This is how it goes. This is how you pop. This is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This is how you excite. This is how you all night. 360 hit me. Now we're going all in. I can feel it calling. The crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right.
Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Exit 6 off the New Jersey Turnpike. Must be 21. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my diverse locker room crowd, the youth movement, half the youth movement, Mr. Everything, Josh Hennig. And I remember the name that the player that I was trying to think about. It's Halliburton. Everybody wanted, like, from 1980 to 2018, everybody wanted.
Well, everybody wanted Heald.
Heald and Halliburton. Heald, all you heard is
Halliburton
Heald.
wasn't drafted until 2020.
Well, whatever. But I'm saying everybody wanted
Well, people
Heald.
wanted Halliburton because of the Ben Simmons thing.
I know, but my point is we went out and get Buddy Hield, and he's non-existent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, again, I feel like, people have been wanting Buddy Hield since like 2018.
So Daryl Morey. I mean, you can't blame Daryl Morey for going out and actually getting Buddy Hield.
Yeah,
and then he throws a dud.
If you wanted to blame you could blame him for getting healed and maybe instead of somebody else.
Yeah.
But then who is the other somebody else?
Right, exactly. And I got a feeling it just seems to, Josh, I don't know, over the years. See, every time we let an athlete go, he goes to another team, he like lights out.
I mean, it seems like it.
And then when we get somebody that's lights out and someone else, he gets here, we get nothing.
Well, he wasn't lights out for another team. Part of the reason why he was traded was
one of the best one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Well, he
like
wasn't.
2 years ago.
2 years
right,
ago.
that's right.
Now, the thing with Hield is that he was let go. The reason why the Sixers got him was because he was getting less and less playing time with the Pacers. He was getting phased out of their rotation. And so the Sixers were basically picking up a guy who's going to be a free agent, who they were like, all right, well, let's see how it works. And I think it's fair to say it hasn't worked, and that, no harm, no foul, because his money comes off the salary cap in the offseason.
And they didn't give up a crazy amount to get him.
They gave up like a second-round pick and Marcus Morris.
It might have been like a couple seconds.
By the way, the Sixers are 5.5-point underdogs today. 5.5. Yeah.
They're dogs?
Right? Is that what it says on the right there?
No,
that's
they're
the favorite.
5.5.
5 is the favorite.
I was going to say.
No,
Billy, you need to get your eyes checked.
That's a minus.
It's between.
That's a minus 5.5.
Through that thick screen, through those thick glasses.
It is a bit. I'll give you. It's a little distance.
But I mean, I think that's a big number, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's,
say, well, I was
what were they?
shocked.
Were they 4.5? Game 3 or something like that. They were
It was one of those deals where it actually opened at 5 and it got knocked down to 4.5. So
now it's 5.5. Josh, you think the Sixers win today?
I do think the Sixers win today. I think that there's two factors. One, you guys, Andrew mentioned earlier, no Mitchell Robinson. I think that having one less guy to throw out Embiid is a big problem for the Knicks. Too much playing time for Hartenstein will wear him down or maybe get him foul trouble. And number two, I think that the Sixers are at home. And I think that getting that one win in the last game is going to give them some good vibes for this game. And I think that, they're comfortable at home, obviously, and they know they can do it.
All right. Hey, Andrew, I got a text message from my cousin, Billy Armstrong. He was on his way to the Sixers game on Thursday night. You know what he told me? You should see all the Knicks fans here.
That's what I was. Yeah,
like,
I was going to say.
You know what it is? Ever since like SeatGeek or all these, what's another?
Ticketmaster, Live Nation.
People, years ago you didn't see. Years ago,
I got them all on my phone.
Right, but years ago you didn't see StubHub. I guess is what I was thinking about.
Yes,
years ago you didn't have that. Like you wouldn't be able to get into our building.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, I mean,
even recent years,
the
Sixers fan base normally in the playoffs, they represent. I mean, I went to games against Boston and Brooklyn last year, and there was hardly any opposing teams fans. But yeah, the Knicks fans, I mean,
they come down, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I saw people saying.
I mean, it didn't have an effect the other night, but
no, but you could hear them though.
But you could hear
it was crazy. It was crazy.
I don't like to
see
see that. I don't like to see that.
Yeah, it felt like, I mean,
even the commentators made a mention of the fact.
Yeah, like I don't think it was 50-50, but I mean, it might have been 64, 65.
No, I don't know. I think it was probably like 70-30, but
maybe.
That's still a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, a lot for a Philly fan base, especially for a Philly crowd to be that much opposing teams. But again, the games at Madison Square Garden are like $1,000 a ticket just to get in. So I mean, this is
incredible.
It's honestly cheaper for Knicks fans to just drive up to Philly.
So what you're saying is the working class fan drives down to go to the.
Yeah, they do.
It's less expensive for them to drive to Philadelphia and get tickets here.
I mean,
than go to
is that
Madison
crazy?
Square
Do you
Garden.
remember in the NLCS with Game 3, that first game in Arizona? I mean, there were tickets that were like $8.
Yeah,
it was
that's
cheaper
right.
for
That's
Phillies
right.
fans to fly out to Arizona.
That's true. That's true.
So it's weird for that to be the situation in Philly, which is such a big sports town. Normally, it is the smaller sports towns who don't.
I think there'll be less Knicks fans today.
Probably.
I hope so. 609-403-0973. Got a few more minutes. What is your bucket list event? 609-403-0973.
I was gonna say I have another one that I actually.
Let me hear you another one.
So I actually
you can have more than one. I mean,
yeah.
obviously.
Well, there's one I got to achieve recently, which you could laugh at me all you want, but I got to see WrestleMania 40 with the link. Which I mean, sports we're using loosely here, obviously.
Well, no, but that's sports
sport,
entertainment.
It's a sports entertainment.
And I mean, I'm not gonna laugh too hard.
No, because growing up, I mean, yeah, like I never pictured WrestleMania.
I just never liked sweaty. I never like watching sweaty men.
Yeah, but see, you're being a homophobe about that. Okay, it's not about sweaty men, Bill.
Yeah,
okay?
that's not why.
The reasons why people watch pro wrestling have nothing to do with the men.
Josh.
When you say something, you sound really dumb, Bill, okay? The reason why people like pro wrestling is either because the storylines, or they like because
it's
I mean,
nothing
for me,
different than a movie. Like,
yeah,
but
it's a drama. You know,
drama.
It's male soap
it's
opera.
theater.
Basically.
Yeah, male
Josh,
soap
give me
opera.
another
That's
bucket
perfect.
list that you might have.
I mean, I think the idea of going to every MLB ballpark would be cool.
Oh, that's a good
That's a
idea.
fun
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's
watch
fun one.
watch a baseball game at every baseball ballpark and get to sample the environment and the food. That'd be cool.
I'd like to go to the Masters.
Masters
That'd
would
be good.
fun.
Of course, ticksforgood.org. They gave away a pair of tickets to Masters this year. But I mean, like I said, I've been to a Formula One event, the Kentucky Derby. Oh, I know, U.S. Open or Wimbledon. How about Wimbledon?
Wimbledon would be cool.
Wimbledon would be good.
That's a fun one too. Tennis is really entertaining, man.
I would like to go to the Open someday
The Open.
over in England.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
609-403-0973. What is your bucket list? We got the Sixers at 1:00 today. We got the Phillies at 4:10. And when we get back, we'll preview a little of the Phillies game. And we needed a big win. We needed a good effort out of Taijuan Walker today. Boy, wouldn't that be nice if Taijuan Walker could come out and go at least, what would you be happy with, Josh, for Taijuan Walker? How many innings?
6 innings.
All right, I'm saying 6 as well. You too?
Yeah, I think 6 is
All right,
fair.
we'll preview that when we get back. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Now, professional boxing is back and making a return to the Tropicana showroom for the first time in 7 years. Larry Goldberg and Boxing Insider Promotions present a stacked fight card that you do not want to miss. On Saturday, May 11th, see undefeated junior middleweight Justin Figueroa from right here in Atlantic City and former New Jersey Golden Gloves champ John Leonardo and the top New Jersey and New York fighters in action at the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. Go to Ticketmasters.com to get your tickets and make sure you do not miss this boxing special. May 10th at the Tropicana. All right, one other thing. I want to tell everybody just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, and Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers Knicks Game 4 later today on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Over to Embiid for 3. It's up and good. Are you kidding me? Another 3. Tom Thibodeau, I was looking at like, what is going on? The Sixers are pouring in 3.
It's Sixers playoff basketball on South Jersey's official home for the 76ers. 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 1 p.m.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
It's time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. There's no better time than right now at the Home Depot, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save up to 15% on select special order carpets. Qualifying purchases. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid April 11th through April 28th, 2024. Receive up to 15% off select special order carpet purchases. Minimum purchase required. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwan on 97.3 ESPN.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwan, Josh Hennig, Andrew Leeds. A few more minutes left in the game. In the game. I'm thinking about the game already.
The locker room does feel like a game
does,
sometimes with the way you guys go back and forth.
Sixers at 105, Phillies at 410 on the mound today for Phillies Taiwan Walker. We said he needs to go at least 6 for me to be happy. And today he's opposed by right-hander pitcher, I forget his first name, King. 2-2 with a 4.11 ERA. Who do you think? Who do you need? Who you want to see? Is Castellanos going to play? We don't have
Michael King.
Yeah, Michael King. The starting lineup is not out yet. It comes out 2 hours before the first pitch.
Yeah, it's probably around 2:00. We'll get that.
I'd love to see Castellanos go 3 for 3 today and belt a home run the second.
I'm sure Castellanos will love that too.
Yeah, I mean, really, Castellanos just giving us again anything that can produce. He is starting to, get it together a little bit, getting a couple hits here and there.
A little here, a little there.
He could put together another good performance.
How about the model of consistency, Brandon Marsh?
Yeah, Brandon Marsh might be an all-star this year.
Come on, man.
It's debatable. And Alec Boehm, I mean, he's been unreal for the last is that 10-game history?
354.
I mean, Alec Boehm, he's been my personal favorite Philly for the last couple of years, just because I like the energy he gets, especially after the "I hate this place" situation. He really gained my respect. He's been my favorite Philly, and this year, I mean, he's been unreal.
How about all the anger directed towards Trey Turner this time last year? Not so much this year. My man's batting 345, and he's even actually improved a little bit. I mean, the beginning of the season, he committed 3 errors right off the bat.
Right.
And he last year had the most errors since Desi Relaford in 1996. This year, he's turned it around a little bit.
That's a flashback.
Yeah, that's a name.
Desi Relaford. But
my mom was a big Desi Relaford.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But he's kind of gotten his defensive game straightened out, and he's batting 345.
By the way, just as a side note, my family was always like the biggest fans of like the most random players on the Phillies. Like my Aunt Linda, she loved Jim Eisenreich.
Jimmy Twitch, he just had a birthday. Well, yeah, but you know what? The reason why I like Desi Relevant is because when Harry Callis said his name, Desi Relevant. I mean, that's equivalent to Mickey Morandini. You know, Harry had a way with the name.
He did.
He sure did.
Harry forever the GOAT, man.
All right, so we need to go 2 for 2 tonight. We need the Sixers to win, and even the series at 2, and we need the Phillies to sweep the Padres. And I'll be able to go to bed nice and comfortable.
Yeah, right after those games end at like 7.
I'm shutting it down early tonight.
Yeah, your middle-aged self.
I got the doopy doo. I got to get her ready for school. But no, I mean, I got to tell you, I am a fan, but it's so much nicer when our teams win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if the Sixers get off I'll be so satisfied when I turn the Phillies game, and only to see make me nothing more happier than to have Taijuan Walker go 6 innings, maybe give up no more than 3 runs, and the Phillies win 5-3.
That's a fair expectation.
I'll be happy with that, right?
I would be more than happy with that. And yeah, with the Sixers, I mean, I don't care how they do it. Just get a win. Just win, baby.
Who's your unsung hero today for the Sixers?
For the Sixers, you know what? I think we're going to get another Batum performance that's going to be, again, I don't think he's going to go as crazy as he did against Miami, but I think we're going to get some clutch threes from him, maybe 3 for 6 from 3, 3 for 7 from 3. I think Batum's going to go.
How about you, Josh? Who do you think who's your unsung hero today? Who do you need to step it up?
My unsung hero today, I would say, because you already took Batum from me, so darn it. How about Paul Reed?
My God, that's exactly what I was thinking.
How about B-ball Paul going out there getting 8 points and 8 rebounds?
How about, and the reason why I was thinking Paul Reed, I guess brilliant minds think alike, Josh, but the reason why I was thinking Paul Reed is because maybe Paul Reed gets in there and he starts to do well, take a little pressure off Joel Embiid.
That would be the dream scenario.
Especially if the Knicks don't have Robinson.
Well, actually, Mitchell Robinson, apparently he is going to try to play.
He's going to try. He's going to try to warm up before the game, according to reports. Tom Thibodeau told the media that. So, but I mean, that guy is injured. I mean, I don't know how much he's really going to give him.
Here's another aspect of the game that Tyrese Maxey talked about after Game 3. The Knicks tried to push the Sixers around, and Joel Embiid was having none of it.
Oh yeah, he was getting in their faces.
They need to be the Sixers, with the exception of Joel Embiid. Now he's not going to get pushed around because he's 7'2", so you're not going to push him around.
Oh yeah.
But he doesn't need to get mixed up. I like to see the Sixers be aggressive physically on the court and throw DiVincenzo off his game or throw Josh Hart off his game and make them below average 3-point shooters.
That's exactly what you have with guys like Kyle Lowry, Campaign off the bench, even Batum. I mean, those are guys who can be aggressive. They can be kind of those bruisers, like enforcers. I mean, Kyle Lowry, that's pretty much, we lost Pat Bev. We brought Kyle Lowry, and he kind of filled in that role perfectly. He hasn't gotten too feisty yet.
Lowry's averaged 11.7 points per game.
Yeah, I'll take that every day.
With his defense and that, I'll take that.
Yeah.
What do you? It's over.
It's over, Billy.
Oh man, I'm just getting warmed up. Hey man, great show today. I want to thank Tommy Greene, as we do every Sunday throughout the baseball season. We get a chance to go on the mound. Former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by Blitz's Market. And I'm going to Randazzo's for lunch today. I got my Randazzo shirt on here. I'm going to Randazzo's. Going to say hello to Joe Pop and Mary Ann. Thank you, as always, Andrew Leeds, the intern, for doing a great job. Josh Hennig, double duty this weekend. Good seeing you.
You haven't got rid of me yet, Bill.
And I'm not going to try to. Hey, thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll be back at it next weekend right here in the locker room with Billy Schwein. In the meantime, let's go Sixers. Let's go Phillies. And I'll see you next week right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Small.
Adam Schefter. He joins us each and every week.
I had somebody yesterday text me, Mike Trout, hey, could the Eagles trade for Micah Parsons? Mike, go back to playing baseball. No, that's not happening. Come on, let's stop that. The Cowboys are not trading Micah Parsons. Come on.
Did you say that Mike Trout texted you that?
Every day, football question.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Good news, New Jersey.